Hi guys, how's it going today? How you doing? Hopefully today finds you well. Today we are doing some empties, some October trash, and I have been trying to do these videos a little bit earlier in the month, but it's still like the middle of the month. So I'm trying to do these earlier. I'm going to show myself some grace. With that said, this is an empties video. I hope that you're here for it. If today is the first time that you're watching me, my name is Donna. Hi. So happy to have you here. I'm a lover of all things high-end colorful beauty and self-care. I also work in the beauty industry, so I like to bring you guys all the information, all the education that I'm getting in the beauty industry. I do a lot of reviews here on my channel. I do a lot of hauls, a lot of just general makeup chit chat because I like to talk about makeup and you people are my people. I hope that that is something that you're looking for today. And if so, I hope you'll want to subscribe to my channel before you go. With that said, let's jump into these empties. All right, my peeps, this isn't much. I'm actually kind of shocked because I really did think I went through more than this. I cannot wait to see what my year of empties looks like this year because I feel like I have a lot, but I also feel like I don't. And I feel like I have a lot more like hair and body stuff in this year's empties than I have in previous years. So it's going to be interesting to see. With that said, let's just jump in because I don't have much. I don't want to keep you too long. Okay, so the first thing is this. This is the Redken Acidic Bonding Concentrate Conditioner. This is an intense conditioning system for specifically for color treated hair. It's to help reformulate those bonds that you're breaking when you have damaged hair. It can be used in virgin hair as well. It's just specifically formulated for damaged hair. It has citric acid plus and it's 11% bonding care complex. It is amazing and it smells so good. And I have this in both shampoo, conditioner. Well, I say both, but it's actually three things. I have this in shampoo, conditioner, and like a leave-in treatment, but you can get the ABC complex specialized or customized treatment in a signature haircut at Ulta Beauty. This is an amazing program. I would say like next to Olaplex, it's next best thing, which is also a bonding repair system. Olaplex is amazing. Like nothing on the market is like Olaplex. This comes really close. So I really like this. It makes my hair feel soft. It makes my hair look soft and silky, and it doesn't mess with the color on my head, which I love because there are so many shampoos and conditioners out there that actually strip my color, which pisses me off. So there's not a whole lot that I use besides like a conditioner on my hair. I do use that though. Obviously it's empty. Here's the true tea though. I do think that that is empty because my kid used it as bubble bath again. Yes, again. She does that often and it makes me mad because that's expensive stuff. The next thing I have in here is this. This is the Gentle Foaming Hand Soap by Bath & Body Works. You all have been around. You know this is the only hand soap that I use. This one is in the pumpkin cupcake scent and it has notes of baked pumpkin, whipped vanilla, and frosting and golden honey. Can I tell you, when I say this smells good enough to eat, I am not joking. It smells like a s'more, number one. So good. I would repurchase this scent over and over and over again. I loved it. It smelled so good. It was in my bathroom. I wanted to wash my hands all the time, every day, just to smell that scent. I also have a couple of these in here. Now these I pick up at the hotels that I stay at. They're just makeup remover towelettes. I bring them home. I use them to wipe off my hands when I'm doing swatches for videos sometimes. And that is what I use them for. I never use them on my face. These do feel really oily. So this is the Rayo. I don't know. They're in the Comfort Suites hotels. Rayo is the brand. I wouldn't repurchase these. If you could purchase them, that's probably why they're in hotels. They are awful. They're so greasy. They make your hands feel greasy. And I don't know, there was a torrid haul that I was going to do, a torrid try on and haul that I was going to do that I didn't do because during a video, I went to pick up my smoothie, which is in a Ninja Bullet cup. I went to pick up my smoothie, and after having used one of these to wipe swatches off of my hand was so like greasy. Not greasy, it's not grease, but it was so slippery that I picked up the bullet and it fell right out of my hands onto my desk, spilt everywhere, all over my clothes, my brand new Torrid clothes. I had to wash every single one of them before I could even wear them, which is whatever. But there were some pieces that it didn't come all the way out of, my protein shake didn't come all the way out of, and that shrunk in the wash because we had to wash them on warm to make sure that the protein shake got, I don't know, it was a hot mess. But because of that, I have a real distaste in my mouth for these suckers, and I would never purchase them if they were up for purchase. And I don't suggest using them in any other way than as a swatch wash because that's just way too much grease on your face. Not grease, it's not grease. Lotion? I don't know what's in it, but it feels greasy. It feels oily. All right, the next thing I have on here is this. This is an Aveeno Positively Radiant Skin Brightening Daily Scrub. This is a scrub that I put in my bathroom as the exfoliating scrub for when I took showers for my face. I didn't love this. I didn't think it smelled very good. Yeah, it definitely doesn't have the best smell in the world. I mean, it's not like a rancid smell at all. It's just also not a great smell. I think a little bit perfumey in my opinion. But in addition to that, I don't feel like it really did anything for my skin. I don't feel like it helped brighten. I don't even feel like it cleansed or scrubbed as well as it should have for an exfoliating scrub. I ended up finishing using it on like my arms and my elbows and my knees because I felt like I need exfoliation on my face. This really wasn't doing much. I think that there's a fine line between too harsh of like the little scrubby pebbles inside of exfoliators and not harsh enough. There's a real fine line, right? And for everybody it's going to be different, but this, I couldn't even, once I got the product out onto my hands and like moved it together, I couldn't even feel it. So I definitely wouldn't purchase this in a full size, and this is 2 ounces, but I don't think that it's a full size. I think it's like a travel size of sorts. Then I have this. This is the LMS Superfood Day Cream, and this I got through one of my sample series that I did for a while here on my channel, and I love LMS. And I loved this day cream as far as what it did for my face. I do feel like it lended to the moisturization of my face. It lended to the, like the texture maybe even of my face. But it's a prebiotic day cream that I hated the smell of. For me, sometimes smell is everything. If I can't get it past my nose, I cannot use it. I used it all. But it smelled awful. It smelled like I was putting vegetables, like I was smearing vegetables all over my face. I love vegetables. I do not love the smell of vegetables all permeated together. This didn't smell, it didn't smell amazing. Again, not a rancid smell. Not even a perfumed smell. Kind of a fresh smell, but more like a dirt fresh smell than a like clean fresh smell. If that makes any sense. I didn't like the smell of it, so I wouldn't repurchase it in full size, and this was just a sample version. I also have this. This is the Rusk Restart Dry Shampoo. Now, this is a dry shampoo that I gave to my daughter. I did try it out in a sample series video. I can link up in the cards for you. I didn't really 100% love this dry shampoo. I didn't feel like it did very much for my hair, but I have super thick hair and I also work out all the time, so I need it to do some pretty heavy lifting if it's going to be a dry shampoo for my hair. I don't feel like it helped with the odor that, you know, a hair can get after sweating or whatnot. And I only wash my hair like once a week because of the colors that go onto my hair. So I need a really potent dry shampoo. This just wasn't a potent dry shampoo for me, but this worked really well for my daughter who has really thin, like fine, and not a lot of it, strawberry blonde hair. This worked really well for her. If I remember correctly, this also had a white cast that also kind of knocked it out of the running for me as a favorite as far as dry shampoos go. I had 2 of the wallflowers from Bath and Body Works. Now these are not something that I put into the total cost value of my year of empties because they're not like really beauty empties, right? These and candles would not go into the total cost, but I always like to show them to you guys as I go through them and talk about them because some are better than others. This one is the Aloha Kiwi and Passion Fruit scent. This one had fragrance notes of tropical passion fruit, radiant kiwi, and juicy pineapple. I definitely think I smelled the pineapple more in this one than in anything. And I did have this one in my bathroom. I think it was very fitting for a bathroom scent. I do think it was very fruity and not super sweet. So it was a really nice bathroom scent. And then I had this one, which is Waikiki Beach Coconut. And this one had notes of tropical white coconut, saltwater breezes, and some bleached woods. I do think that these two I should have switched because this one I had in my makeup room. I feel like this one was just a little bit too coconutty, and in my room here, when I close the door, these scents like permeate the whole room, which is fantastic. But this almost stunk in this room. Like when I would walk in here, I'd be like, oh, what is that smell? Like, where is that coming from? I totally forgot that was in here. The one that's currently in there, I feel the same way about, maybe even a little bit worse than this one. It makes me want to open the door and not have to smell it. In my bathroom, it would have been a better scent because there's a lot more space for it to permeate because we leave the doors open in the bathroom all the time. So I think this would have made a better bathroom scent. But it did smell very good. I would repurchase it. All right, the next thing I have in here is this, and this makes me very, very sad, but this is one of the Lime Crime Diamond Drops, right? Diamond Dew Drops or something like that. This was in my last rotation of my Shop My Stash, and it's really dried up, you guys. I think you can maybe see it. Nope, you definitely can't. It's such a beautiful product. Like, can you guys see just how beautiful this is? It's like iridescent like blue pinky pearl. It's so pretty. And this is what happens when you, number one, I think I purchased this when it was on the sale rack, so it was already an old product, and then it was in my collection for a good year before I even opened it. And this is what happens when you let just makeup sit around. And this is why we do declutters, because we want to get them to better homes because we know that we're not using it and somebody else will. This is a tragedy. The one thing I can say about this is it was beautiful the 1 or 2 times that I could get it to work. Oh, there we go. Can you see it there? A little bit. You can a little bit. Oh, there. You can a little bit see it there. It really is beautiful. It's nothing like the Stila Glitter and Glows, though. If that's what you're looking for as far as impact goes, it's not anything like that. Also, this contraption that they've got, number one, the way that this thing is built, it's really easy for your hands just to kind of slip off of them, especially since when you pull it out, like it takes so much effort to get it out of this thing because the stopper is just, I think, a little bit, just a smidge bit too small for this. And I understand why. I do, because they don't want it to dry out, right? They want it to last as long as it possibly can. But either make this top a little easier because it's not super easy to grip onto to pull it out, and it does take a lot of effort to pull it out, or make that stopper a little bit bigger. This was in the shade something that I cannot read because, again, I have old ass eyes. I wear glasses. I'm not wearing them right now. I will put, I think it's like Amethyst Dream or something like that. I can't remember, but I will put it down in the description box or right here or something. It was really beautiful. It is really beautiful when you can get it to work. It's kind of got this like gold, pink, blue shiftiness to it. So, so pretty. Definitely not a Stila glitter and glow. But with that said, it also doesn't fall out all over your face like a Stila glitter and glow. So there's that. You gotta pick your battles. Pick your battles. I have 2 mascaras in here. This is the Dior Show Pump and Volume Mascara. This is probably the only mascara that I have purchased in the last 4 years because I get so many mascaras from work. I also get so many mascaras in like subscription boxes. I also have like probably 4 years worth of mascara in my backup drawers. I did purchase this last January after being on a mascara no-buy all year long. Didn't open it up until I think June-ish, and then I put it into my Shop My Stash this last rotation because I knew it was getting old and I needed to quit using it. I love this mascara. I think it is a beautiful mascara. I would repurchase this 100,000 times if I didn't have any mascara. This has little pumpiness, a lot of like movability to its contraptions so that you can use it to like, you know, get your brush in there and get the product into your brush or take the product off of your brush. I'm not exactly sure why that exists, but this is what the wand looks like. It's just a really decent like rubber, you know, bristle brush. I like it. I found that this was a really great mascara for my lashes. I loved it so, so much. It is old, dried out, needs to go. This is the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extension Mascara, and this is probably my favorite mascara for my lower lashes. This is a tubing mascara. Tubing mascaras don't do anything once they're on your lashes. They don't flake, they don't budge, they don't crease, they don't go anywhere. So this for the longest time was the only mascara that I would use on my lower lashes. Now I like to use my lower lashes as my selling point for whether you should purchase a mascara or not, because if it doesn't work on your lower lashes, why should you have to have 2 different mascaras, one for your upper, one for your lower? But with that said, for the longest time, this was the only one that I would use on my lower lashes. With that said, it is also a fantastic mascara for your upper lashes because it creates crazy length. This is what the mascara wand looks like. It is kind of like a Christmas tree looking wand with rubber bristle brush, and it is just such a fantastic mascara. I would repurchase this also 100,000 times if I was in the market to purchase a mascara. So then I have an eyeliner. This is the It Cosmetics Superhero Liquid Liner. I love this eyeliner. This was the first eyeliner I ever used and was able to create a winged liner on my upper lid. And I think that because of that, I have a little bit of nostalgia towards it. And because of that, I always want to repurchase it. It just sits really, really nicely in your hand. So it's really easy to use because the weightier part of the back end of the pencil is weighty enough that it sits in the proper spot for you to like draw this line and feel like it's a normal part of what you're doing in life. Also, the tip is so super fine and gets to a really nice point, but also you can like kind of like flatten it out to create that bigger chunk of space that you need at the very edge of your eye look in the outer V. What I hate about this is that the lid, like the shape of the lid, gives you the thought process in your head when you're putting it back together that it's not going to like fray your brush, but the actual place that the tip goes into is very minuscule for the most part, and you actually have to concentrate on it or you will fray your brush. My first 2 of these, I frayed the brush like a good month into using, and then they're pretty much pointless at that point. I would say this is probably my favorite liquid liner as far as like comfortability in the hand goes. My least favorite as far as contraption or cap goes, but also it doesn't dry down 100% matte. And I kind of actually dig that about a liquid liner. I like it to be a little bit glossy, but not like movable. I would say this one is glossy, but not movable. Then I have this, the Cosmetics Brow Power. I think I talked about this in my, I think this was also in my Shop My Stash. I will link that video as well. This is my least favorite brow product on the planet. And the biggest reason why is because it can never stay together. Like, I don't know what it is about this brow pencil, but every single one of them I've had, full size, travel size, any size, every single one that I have had has busted inside of the tube, and then you go to use it and it falls out, and then it's on the floor, and then do you really want to use it on your eyes? This one was not unlike any other one that I've used. It's the worst. Like, if you're paying the cost of this product to have a brow pencil, because there are more cost efficient brow pencils on the market that work just as good, if not better, than this one, that don't fall apart. I think it's $24, $26. Falls apart every single time. The spoolie is a decent spoolie, but it's not the best spoolie I've ever had in my possession. It's also really super creamy, so you can go overboard on it really, really easily. And it has the weirdest like oval shape. Like, I don't mind the oval shape, but because it's got the weird oval shape and it's super creamy, it makes it really hard to draw a fine line to get those like hairs at the beginning of your brow bone, if that's what you need, or even the fineness of the tail. My tail comes to a really tight point. This can't get into that really tight point. It's just not my favorite. It never will be. I would never repurchase this. I think I have used it probably, or I've had like probably 3 in my possession throughout the 4 years that I've been on YouTube, and all 3 of those were like beauty box items. So what I'm saying is save your money on that brow pencil. There's better out there. And then this is the Dermalogica Age Bright Spot Fader. This is a product that you use to like fade scarring from like acne on your skin, or maybe even melasma. I did use it on my melasma spots. I do have melasma on my upper lip, and then there's a section of my temple up here that also is kind of discolored from melasma. This will help. It is crazy amazing. But I think that you just get too much, if I'm honest. It is the weirdest, like, this is the tip of it, and it is gross. It's so gross, because now it's been sitting here for like a month. You just squirt a little bit out. It does have like a locking mechanism in the tip. You just squirt a little bit out and kind of like move it around on the spot that you want it with the tip. Move it around on the spot that you want it to be on your skin, and let it sit there. I used to put it on at night after my cleansing routine, my moisturizer, my whatevers, and then I would put this on at night on my melasma spots, any like scarring that I have on my face from picking that rare pimple that I get. I don't really get pimples, but this did help a lot for helping to fade the darker areas of my skin that I was trying to combat with like a concealer. I don't use it on your under eyes. It's not made for dark under eyes. It's a great like scar fader for your face. I loved this. I had a really great time using it. And I think that of all of the spot faders that I've used in the past, this is my favorite. I do have a couple other ones down there that I haven't used before. I'll be able to come to you again at some point in time and tell you how I feel about the other ones, but so far this has been my favorite one. I really have seen a difference when using this in the coloration of my skin, With that said, you guys, that's it. That's all I got for you. That's it. That is all the empties. So I hope that you guys enjoyed my empties videos. What did you empty this month? I would be interested to know. I always am so excited about watching empties videos, because you know you're going to get somebody's true blue impression of said product because they've used it in entirety. So, and typically I have a lot of repeats in my empties, but I don't think there was much of repeats in this one. I mean, a few things, right? But there was a lot of newness too. So I'm really excited for you guys to watch this video. I do hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you'll want to give it a thumbs up if you did. It really does help our channels out here. I hope that you liked it or me enough that you're considering subscribing to my channel before you go. I would love to have you along for my crazy, crazy ride, but also to welcome you into my family. So please let me know if you subscribe down in the comment section. I would love to say, hey, how's it going? How you doing? Welcome. With that said, you guys, I hope that you're having an amazing 2021. It's almost over. Can we even believe it? I hope that you and yours are well, that you're good, that you're getting along in this crazy awesome world that we're living in right now. I hope that you are all loving each other, but loving each other from afar. And until next time, bye friends.